Any problem?
No, sir, nothing.
No?
No, sir.
Okay. Benjir,
No problem, sir.
Sony, Ashwin, Sony, Sherin Babu, Aquina,
Sir, no problem, sir.
Irene Sara,
No problem, sir.
Manoj,
No problem, sir.
okay, Kamal,
No problem, sir.
okay, Aparna,
No problem, sir.
Anjuvarki,
Sir, no problem, sir.
Sia Kurian, Sia.
Sir, I already called, sir.
Sorry, you already?
Sir, told.
Okay, okay, no problem. You know, no problem, no, right?
Yes, sir, no problem.
Oh, it is getting shifted. Okay, okay. Nikita,
No problem, sir.
Lakshmi,
No problem, sir.
Sonam, and
No problem, sir.
Marlin Sara,
No problem, sir.
Sai Srileka,
No problem, sir. No problem, sir.
anybody will be left out? Kamal,
Sir, no problem, sir.
okay. Atira,
No problem, sir.
Afisha,
No problem, sir.
Tenzin,
No problem, sir.
Izzy Rachel.
No problem, sir.
Okay, good. So we will move on to next method. I'm sharing the slide with you. Today we are going to understand about record linkage system. So can you guess what it may be? Record linkage system means? Can anybody guess?
So comparing different records.
Comparing different records. Okay.
So collecting different records together.
Okay. Ria Pillai, any idea?
Connecting different records together.
Different records. Okay, connecting different records. Correct answer. But by what means? By what means?
Don't know, sir.
Anjuvarki. And
Based on the age or disease.
correct. Connecting the records is the perfect answer. But what is the means of connection? I'm trying to ask you. How can you
No
connect?
idea, sir.
Oh, no idea. Okay. Aparna.
Collecting the records of the same diseases or
No, your answer
related.
is correct. Correct. How do you connect using a particular media? This is what my question is. What is the
Maybe the family history can be taken.
no, media. See, when you're trying to connect the two records together at one particular junction, what is the junction that is a media can be?
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
Okay, no problem. Aquina?
So using websites,
Yeah,
databases.
yeah, databases. Yeah, that's right. So here the records are connected together with the help of computer technology, which is through the database, right? Okay. So it is the approach or a method to researching and monitoring of effects of drug use using computer technology. See, you can research. What is this research and monitoring of effects using computer technology? How this is possible? Like that is by linking the record. Here, see, you will have a database where the data is entered. Okay, the data is entered about the medication, disease, as well as patient. Or okay, once the data is entered, it will sit as a records. So when you try to combine the record, what happens is that you can find out whether there was any adverse effect because of the drug treatment in different population. For example, when you start entering patient details, patient age, gender, and name of the patient on one side. Similarly, the drug and its dosage on the other side, and consequences on the other side. So by entering in different fields, when you try to combine the fields, what happens is that you will find how many people have suffered from adverse consequences. So basically, the data which you could not able to collect in less number of population can be detected or can be researched in large number of population. Say 5,000, 10,000 patients. So what happens is that uh, you can find out the rate of occurrence of the adverse consequences or the beneficial effects. That is why we call it as researching, right? Monitoring of effects of drug use. See, monitoring of effects mean beneficial effects as well as adverse consequences. So you have a, for example, you have started with a clinical trial. Okay, you have started with the clinical trial and you're trying to observe what is say the adverse consequences and the effect of the new drug. So when you keep on entering the outcome, at one particular stage, you will come to know that what is whether the effects are produced as per the expectation or not, number one, or whether the effect is produced less than what is expected. During the production of beneficial effect, how many patients have reported adverse consequences also you can identify and report it, right? So that is how you can monitor the effect of the drug use in terms of beneficial effects as well as in terms of the adverse consequences using the computer technology. Whenever we use computer technology means the software is used in this process. Software is used in this process because that is the media where you can able to enter the data the way you want it actually, right? We know that. So the software is the main program which is there in the database to collect the data. Is it clear now? Record linkage system. Can we move on to the next section? Anybody has any doubt? Can we move on?
Yes, sir.
Now, when we say that computer technology is used, it requires the information or the data, what we call it as input data, to provide the final result. Just like that, it won't provide the final results. It needs the basic data to be fed inside the database. So what are those data which the computer requires it? It requires diagnosis data, demographic data, correct? Like demographic data involve mainly the gender, age, right? And their diet, habits, such kind of lifestyle data. So this will sit on one side, and what is the problem will sit in the diagnosis data. Now you need whether the patient to understand whether the patient was suffering from one disease or another disease since long time. You can take a medical history as well as the current medical data, and you require medication data. Now there are two types of medication data you have to enter. One, the currently prescribed medicines, and another one is that the medication which the patient was already taking since long time. So this is also required medication data. Outcome data, so where it involves the therapeutic beneficial effects as well as adverse consequences. Both the data is required. So these are the various input data which we have to enter into the computer technology. And then if you try to link the database having a set of data, then the computer can able to provide us the final results to understand whether the drug was effective or not. There are different types of data available, especially to assess the adverse consequences. Okay, adverse consequences. So the database which is there for the children, so it is available. So it will enter the data accepts the database accepts the data of children whose age is from day 1 till 12 years, right? 12 years. Then database for mothers, the mothers who have given the birth to child and their complications. So the set of data collected only from mothers will be collected. And another database for adults. Then elderly aged population will have age 60 and beyond 60 years. So there's a database for that. Then pregnancy data. Then database for malformation. You remember the thalidomide disaster, which has caused phocomelia in number of children born to mother who have consumed thalidomide for sleeping problems or insomnia problem. So whether the drug causes malformation in the growing infant, there is a database. So these databases will be able to give you the linkage or information about the consequences. For example, if you take malformation, this database, it collects the data about the medicines that are consumed during pregnancy and the child defect, observed. So you're trying to compare whether the drug causes such kind of defect in pregnant woman, which is causing the malformation of the growing infant. So these are the different types of database which are available, in the healthcare system, so that you can collect the information and link them and try to understand the drug consequences, which may be beneficial or adverse in nature. Let us look at the advantages of this method. See, information can be entered and stored and retrieved accurately. See, for example, you have a 4 digits value for some laboratory data, and some laboratory data goes in points also. So when you enter today, the database will store that information in the same manner as you have entered and gives you the output whenever you need it with the same accuracy. So there is no chance for biasness of making an error. Like usually in humans can make an error, but the record systems, especially through computer technology, will never make a mistake until and unless somebody meddles with that, right? So that is the advantage of this computer system. Information or the data can be entered, stored, and collected back accurately. And you have many software programs for various populations of your interest. Suppose you would like to study how the particular drug is affecting elderly population when it is prescribed and consumed for say 1 year time. So you can do that. How the particular drug is affecting pregnant women, you can do that. How the drugs particularly affecting children, you can do the relationship. So you have a set up database for studying the drug outcome. But of course, these databases have to be meticulously entered and uh, arranged. The another biggest advantage is that one software program can accommodate patients more than 1,000 in number. Large number of patients data can be entered, so which is very convenient for doing pharmacoepidemiological research. So you can enter the data of say 1,000, and maximum you can go up to 10,000, up to 50,000 data you can go. There's no problem. It depends on the storage capacity of the software. And also, when you want to relate the outcome in this uh, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 patients, it occurs in within few minutes, which is not seen when you try to do manually. It takes months together, maybe years together to compile everything accurately in large number of populations. So that is the advantage of this record linkage system. So as we have already understood that it reduces the time to establish the relationship between drug exposure and outcome. So suppose if you have interest to do research uh, with the drug, say X, what is its outcome, beneficial effect or adverse outcome you're trying to research among 5,000 patients. So it will be done within fraction of minutes. So that is how it reduces the great the great amount of time, especially that is associated with the humans. Another biggest advantage is that a data which is entered in the linked database, if you want to compare it with the actual clinical trials data which is done. See, pharmacoepidemiological data is only the observation and the entry of the observation and entry of the data, correct? We know that. But clinical trials are not like that. They do it manually and with a proper methodology. There is no observation. They do it everything systematically. Now, when you want to compare the information available in the database with that of the actual clinical trials data, which is already available, which is done manually, you can compare it. That is the advantage of this database. And it was also compared. It was also compared, and the results were accurate, almost accurate with respect to actual clinical trials data. So combination of pharmacoepidemiological data as well as clinical trial data can be possible using this database, but provided how do you set the variables when you're trying to connect it. That is very important. So because the large database, when you say adult, means like adults age will range from 18 years to 59 years, correct? But the clinical trials, if they have done in the age of patients, which ranges from say 25 years to 35 years preferably, or say 40 years, then you have to combine the data of those patients whose age is in this range only, 25 to 40 only, whenever you want to connect the database. Then the relationship of your data, pharmacoepidemiological data, as well as the actual clinical trial data will be almost accurate. Otherwise, if you try to, if the clinical trials are done in this range and you're trying to compare from 18 years to 60 years, then there may be a variation. Okay, so that is also there. But given a set of data which is regulated in terms of variables, you can get the accurate data to the according case system. Let us see the disadvantages. It also has disadvantages because of the human error only. Not as such, it can cause the problem. Um, the disadvantages can be sometimes no correlation is found between the actual study and the data available in the database due to less number of patients enrolled. See, earlier also we have seen, suppose if you are trying to compare the clinical trials with that of, the database, you need to match with the variables, which I have already told you. Even though you match with the study, you need to match with the number of patients also. You cannot start comparing a 10 patients data with 1000 patients data. Naturally, the 1000 patient data will be more accurate when compared to the 10 patients data. So that is the problem actually. So that is why you need to be very careful when you're trying to compare it. Otherwise, you'll end up with no correlation. A wrong interpretation of the correlation may be seen, right? So this is about the advantages and disadvantages of this record linkage system, which is also used as a method in pharmacoepidemiology. So now it is open for your discussion. If any doubt is there, you can go ahead. You can ask the doubt. Any doubt you have? Okay, if there is no doubt, then as usual, you download the article which contains the research article, uh, research done using a research. The record linkage system. Okay. Um, if it is not available, then you can write the summary of what is record linkage system. Number one, which countries use record linkage system to do pharmacoepidemiological studies, which countries do not use this record linkage system. Okay, so that you can write it as a summary. So before that let me know who is not getting the article. Manoj is there?
Yes, sir.
Manoj, let me know who is not getting the whether you are getting the research article on record system or not. By tomorrow, let me know that. By tomorrow morning around 10 o'clock, just message me that whether you're getting it or not. Even one or two persons getting the article, you can share it among yourselves. Is it clear? I have no problem. But as usual, the summary which we have discussed will go on, right? So you're going to start doing doing the literature survey now. You're going to go with me till this link get delinked. Then afterwards you can go ahead with the writing the summary. Okay, continue. Start. Any doubt is there? I am there with you now. I'm sitting here only. Just contact me or ask me. Those who are
Sir,
putting messages in chat box, I saw at the end actually. Please speak up. Please speak up to somebody if your phone is not getting connected, so that I can see the chat box. I'm seeing here, but sometimes if I miss it, then it will be a problem for you. That is the reason I'm telling. Yeah,
sir, I have got a doubt.
yeah.
Sir, regarding today's topic, who can access this databases? Suppose if we have to conduct a research, can we access these databases? Can we retrieve the information?
Sorry, can you reframe? I could not able to get it.
Sir, can we get the information from these databases? Like a regular individual can get the information, or someone like high
No,
authority people?
a system, a healthcare system, which is having a control on this record linkage system only can be able to access this. Not everybody can access it because of the confidentiality of the information. It is usually such databases are with the government healthcare systems. It will not be with the private one because it is very costly to design and all those things. And usually other people will not have access to this kind of database usually because of the confidentiality. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. What is this? Anne is written to everyone. Nth. Bye-bye. Hello, Kavya. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? You come today? Oh, okay. ಆಯ್ತಮ್ಮ.